There was nothing quite like the sight of proper, normally reserved ladies and gentlemen flailing and dashing about a moor. Their natural habitats of stately homes and the theatres and clubs of Edinburgh and London offered little opportunity for them to behave in such a carefree manner, and even less for me to enjoy observing it. We had all gathered at Barbreck Manor, along the northern tip of Loch Craignish, to celebrate the wedding of my dear friend, Charlotte, Lady Stratford, to my cousin Rye Mallory. Charlotte had endured a tumultuous and difficult first marriage to the late Earl of Stratford, one that ended with him trying to frame her for murder and then attempting to kill her, an effort I had helped foil. And I was pleased to see her find happiness again with my strong and steady cousin, though matters with her soon-to-be stepchildren seemed to be progressing less smoothly. Charlotte darted to the side and flung out her racket in a vain attempt to bat the shuttlecock back toward her fellow players, only to watch it fall to the ground, nearly tripping on her skirts in the process. The look on Rye's daughter's face clearly communicated her disappointment in Charlotte's prowess. The fact that her cousin and Aunt Morven demonstrated such skill didn't help matters. I empathized with Charlotte, knowing I wouldn't have shone in comparison with my cousin Morven in this regard either. She had always been lithe and quick, and accomplished at games like battledore and shuttlecock, though how she managed to move about so effortlessly in her fashionable gowns, with their voluminous jigget sleeves, I could not fathom. I squinted across the wind-swept field, toward where Rye stood with his son, his dark head gleaming in the sunlight, as he bent over to help repair something on the kite they clutched, oblivious to his fiancée's struggle. Not that there was anything he could do about it. In truth, his interference would have made the matter a larger problem than it was. The crack of a ball hitting a cricket bat drew my gaze toward the far side of the moor, where most of the men were playing with Morven's two older sons. The day being warm and fine, they had all discarded their coats and hats and rolled up the sleeves of their shirts. I spied the golden head of my husband, Sebastian Gage, bent over to speak with one of the boys as he demonstrated something with the bat. The sight brought a smile to my lips, as I imagined him doing something similar with our own daughter in some years' time. For now, Emma, being only 3.5 months old, was content to loll about on the blanket beside me, grappling with a rag doll she drooled and gnawed on. That is, when she was able to successfully get it in her mouth. I retrieved the soggy twist of cloths as it tumbled to her side out of reach and lifted it to her chest, tickling her with it. She squealed and giggled in delight, the sight of her happy grin filling me with joy.